So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the Kinum process for waste management. We do have an app called Callbox. If any of you are using the QuickBooks version online, please let me know and I will send you additional information how to use our online version. Today I'm going to talk strictly about using Kinum through a normal process that Kinum allows and provides for all our clients. Currently, we have a handful of Waste Connection clients using us, averaging over 31, almost 32% success rate, or some actually a little higher. Uh, so again, thank you for your time, and let's get right into it. So welcome to Kinum. Um, where I'd like to start first. Let's go here. Kinum, industry certifications. We are certified by the American Collectors Association. We have a red flag identity theft program. We have been certified by under Professional Project Management ISO 9002, and most importantly, from a compliance issue, certified PCI DSSI site. Okay. Next, little information: over $200 million collected for over 9,000 businesses in the last 10 years. Very quickly creeping up on 300 million. This is the most important slide of almost any, although as a salesperson I would tell you my contact page, but being serious, from a collection standpoint, here's the secrets of collections. Okay, at 31 days, I have a 94% chance of collecting your debt. Okay, but what does that tell you? At 31 days, 6%, the United States government, they did this study, you see the U.S. Department of Commerce, are most likely not going to get paid. I know that's a sad statistic to think that, of 100 people that walk in your door, that six are not going to pay. But, I just point out statistics. Please don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm here for. But at 61 days, it drops to 85%. And then it drops to below 73% here at 91 days. So I ask people when I say to them, so you send out a statement, and then a second statement, and then a third statement. They say, can I ask a question? If you're going to send a fourth, a fifth, a sixth statement, what's the magic in it? What makes them going to pay on the fourth statement or the fifth statement or sixth statement? And I'm not saying that you won't send out 100 statements at 120 days. You may not get one or two people to pay. Somebody that may have been laid off from work may just accidentally ignore the bills, may have forgot to pay it, whatever it may be. But statistics show that the percentage just keeps dropping and dropping. So I say to people, at least if you give it to me at 91 days, I have a 74% chance of collecting for you. If you wait till 180 days, it falls down below 28%. Why lose almost 50% just to give them an extra 90 days to potentially pay you? I don't understand it. And I have some clients, I won't mention who, that make me wait over a year before I get it. And, as you can see here, below 6%. Okay? I'd like to talk about just some of our strategic partnerships so you can see who we're working for, from Jiffy Lube to Hilton to the Girl Scouts. A lot of people say the Girl Scouts, yep, I'm sad to say, but people are actually bouncing checks to the Girl Scouts, Serve Pro, other places. A little bit more, of the specific ones that my people actually work for. Town Fair Tire, Nutmeg Credit Union. As you can see, the Callbox QuickBooks app that we talked about. Uh, Jiffy Lube again. Music and Arts, nationwide music and arts. A little bit more clients just to give you an idea of the different variety. From exterminators to leak detection, again to a school, to Waste Connections, all of you here. Okay, colleges, again exterminator, salon schools, so schools, student loan relief, right? We're talking propane, we're talking auto plazas, we're talking credit unions. Okay, in the medical, Dentrix, Athena, Allscripts, Just some of the few. We also have EagleSoft now, Centricity, and NextGen that we added to this presentation. So let's talk traditional approach and then let's talk successful approach. How many of you do this process right here? 30, 60, 90, somewhere between there, maybe make a phone call or two or an additional reminder letter or something like that. Somebody just said that's me. Okay. No problem with that. I'm not knocking you. Please don't think I am. Okay? I'm going to tell you 85, 90% of the clients that come to work with us are doing the same thing. I ask you, between 90 to 120, 120 in 6 months, 6 months in a year, what magic is in those statements? I mean, do you think you're going to get paid if you continue to send a statement? No, that doesn't mean that you may call somebody and say, hey, listen, we're having a little rough cash flow. We need about 60 days to get a hold of you, that you should put them into collections. They're communicating with you. They're talking to you. Work with them. I'm talking about the people that have ignored statement, 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 three statements. Now in baseball, three strikes, you're out, right? Why wait? This isn't the 80s anymore where, sometimes, people would, you know, they fall behind and catch up, fall behind and catch up. A lot of times here they fall behind. They just continue to ignore it and figure they'll use the services as long as they can for free, and then they'll go somewhere else. And once they go somewhere else, they got no need to pay you. I hate to say that, but they don't. They're getting in this world, their trash picked up by somebody else. They don't need you. I'm not saying your service isn't good. I'm not saying they shouldn't pay you. I'm just saying, simple supply and demand. Somebody else is picking up their garbage. They don't need you. Sad, but that's the truth. So we try to tell you to put it in at 90 days and let's get your process done. The beauty of working with Kinum, if you put it in, you get to keep 100%. Don't lose 20 to 50% of your fees when Kinum's willing to keep you, 100% in your pocket. So I want to break down flat rate collections for all of you who don't use it compared to the traditional that you may be using. A couple people that I have talked to recently at Waste Connections here telling me they're paying between 33 and 35% success. Contingency. So let's talk. A lot of my debts with the current clients that we have with Waste Connections is around $400, anywhere from $300 to $500. So we just use 400 as an average. Let's say you had 20 accounts that needed to be collected. You gave 10 to your current collection agency who's doing it at 33%, and you gave 10 to Kinum, okay, at a cost of $14.99 per case, okay, and we both collected $2,400 for you. Now, Kinum's only going to charge you $149.90, basically $150. But this firm, to collect that $2,400, is going to take 33 of it, $792. So I ask you, would you rather pay $149 or even $150, or would you rather pay $792? I don't know about you. Me, I'd like to put the $640 back, $42 back in my pocket. Okay? So as you can see, the return on investment is much stronger using the flat rate by $642. Let's just say both get lucky and they get 7 out of 10. Well, that extra 400 here, they're going to take a third of. Okay? The extra 400 over at Kinum, you're going to keep 100% because you've already paid me the $149.90. Okay? So you get to keep 100%. So that 400 from Kinum, you're keeping 100%. But from my colleague here on the other side of the aisle, okay, you're only keeping $268. So would you rather keep 400 or 268 on every $400 invoice collected? And again, I'm not knocking them saying they don't do a good job. I'm talking just pure hard statistics. Okay? Why give them your hard-earned money away? Why not increase your bottom line? A lot of you district managers here and operation man, you're on, return on investment bonus type programs. Why give away the bonus to a collection agency when you could put it back into waste conversion, which will increase your bottom line? Yes, we're always thinking your bottom line. A couple of them that I'm working for. Here's one that has put in over $1.1 million, over $634,000 collected. Okay, for a cost of less than $38,000. I want you to think about that. $38,000, right? Divided by $634,432 means it's costing them less than 6%, 5.9% for Kinum to collect for them. Where are they going to get collections done for 5.9%? I want to go one step farther, okay? And I want you to hear me out. $634,432 divided by $38,000. That means for every dollar they spend with Kinum, I'm putting $16.70 approximately back in their pocket. If somebody offered you for every dollar that you put in today to give you back $16.70 a week from now, would you do it? I think you would. I know I would. Somebody's offering me 16.7 back on every dollar I invest all day long. Wall Street broker had numbers like that from an account. He'd be selling it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry across the country, right? Okay. Here's another one. Smaller account, smaller stuff. You see the invoices down to 206, okay, on average. Put in 72.4 thousand, collected $42,776.78. What does that show you? 53.4% plus 3.1 percentage over 56% recovery. We go back a slide, you'll see they're at 56.7 plus almost another point. So they're at 57.5. Both of them averaging over 56%, which means what? They're 4 times the national average of 13.7%. I want you to hear that again. 4 times the national average success rate by a collection agency. Kinum is. And we're not taking a third or more, or even 30%. Okay? Third party validation, I use this one, I talk about this a lot. Darnell Institute, this study's over 12 years old, but if they estimated back then, and we're going back to 2005, that it was costing $31.60 to recover a past due account. I want you to look what Wall Street Journal says. The expense of mailing one invoice or billing statement is $4.20. The expense of creating a collection letter is $6.50. The average expense per phone call, each phone call is $4.60. So let's just say you were going to send out those 3 statements after the month, after the 90 days. They're saying 12 years ago that cost would have been $12.60. I'm showing you could put that to work, and for that same price, we're going to send out 5 legal demands. And in difference between your statements and my letters, mine are legal demands as required by the United States that only a licensed collection agency or a lawyer can send them out. And they're legal demands remandizing your debtor for the amount that's owed and potentially a score against their credit, which you can't do personally. So, just giving you a little idea. Why use Kinum? Real simple. We're going to send out these letters and legal demands, and you're going to keep 100% in step 1 and step 2. If it goes here in a step 3, it's a 60-40 split. This is where our collectors are calling daily, threatening lawsuits and collecting your money. We collect the money here. This is where we pay you. In these 2 phases, the money goes directly to you. If legal is required at no cost to you, we will file the lawsuit, have the sheriff serve it, and represent you at court. Be a 50-50 split. Now, I can go through the letters here, but I want to stop at one letter just so you can see. This is the first legal demand that would go out to your client, okay, from a legal side. And it says, Dear Mr. So-and-so this would say, Waste Connections has requested that we contact you regarding the oversight of your account. Our client's records show that your account is currently delinquent. Should you find a legitimate error or misunderstanding concerning this claim, please contact Waste Conversions to resolve the delinquent account status. So what are we basically telling them? We realize this could be an oversight on their part, not a willful disregard. Please give you a call, try to work it out. Okay? And as you can see, we send out demands all the way up to the final demand. We even send a thank you letter. If your client pays, the beauty of this program, he gets the thank you letter. Now, it doesn't mean you have to extend credit again. Doesn't mean you have to take the client back. We're just doing this in a marketing ploy because we want people to know that you're a good company, and as long as you're getting paid, you work with your people. Now, you can let this person back on and keep them on tighter stringencies, or you can maybe not let them back on if you decide. That's not my decision, that's yours. When it gets to this phase, in step 3, this is where our collectors are calling on a daily basis and trying to get you paid. They've done skip tracing. They've done many different background investigations. They're getting hold of the people that owe you money, and more importantly, getting them to pay you. That's right. Well, you get to keep only 60%, but we're doing all the work. You're no longer handling the phone calls. You're no longer handling the client. We're doing all the work. We're making sure you get paid with ACH or credit card withdrawals. And then once we verify the money has been paid in good, once a month we cut you a check for your portion of 60%. If all else fails, at no charge to you, Kinum does a complete asset management check. And if we find there are assets or reasons to go after this debtor that make it financially feasible that we will collect some money for our clients, Kinum will send requests for authorization to sue. If you decide to sign off on it, at no cost to you, Kinum will file the claim in small claims court, have the sheriff serve it, and our attorneys will represent you in court at no charge. When we win in court, there'll be a 50-50 split. If we lose in court, or, okay, we win but no money to collect, which is more the like of the two, that we win but there's no money to collect, there's never any legal expense back to you. Okay? I wanted to show you a little bit about the system and just so you can see, and we can go through that later time, but everything is online, visible, and you can see at any point in time the status of any of these accounts. Here's a collection report that you can run, and I show this report because if you look here, total resolved $467,000, okay, has been resolved. Okay. Last, my name is Brian Peria. I'm with Kinum. It's Kinum Debt Collections. We do work for Waste Conversions. We've already been audited and approved. If you'd like the opportunity to work with us, we'd like the opportunity to work with you. Please give me a call at 916-247-4901. Again, that's 916-247-4901. My office number is 408-309-8687. You can contact me there directly or ask for Brenda, and she'll gladly help you. As you can see, my email is my first name dot my last name at kinum.com. Are there any questions or concerns that I may be able to answer before we disconnect here? Okay, let's see. Yes, it's a flat rate, averaging between $12 to $15 per case. We will work with you and do an audit for you, an assessment of what type of service and what type of amount of service you need from us. And based on that amount, pricing will reflect. Again, the more you use this, the little bit less you'll pay. Okay. Let's see one other question. Yes, they're going to send the check directly to you. You're going to deposit the check and keep 100%. That's the beauty of Kinum. We put the money back in your hands. The question is, who are they calling? We get them to call you. So we're going to work with your staff during our service and installation of our software. There's no software installed on your computer. Everything's web-based. We just provide a username and password. We work with your staff how to handle these calls, how to collect the money, and more importantly, how to keep the debtor back in good standing by working with them to make the payments they need to make. Great question. When does it switch? Usually between 75 and 90 days, it can switch. You do have the ability in the program when we're sending out letters. If somebody is to make a payment and agree to a payment plan during the first letter or second letter or third letter, you can suspend the service because they've made a payment, say that they're back on track. We leave it suspended for you. And as long as the client continues to make payments every month, you'll post a new payment, but no collection activity will be continued. If for some reason they miss that payment date, I don't want you to call them. I don't want you to email them. I don't want you to text message them. I don't want you to send them a letter. I just want you to go back into my system and turn them back on. If we got them to make a payment after the second letter and you go back in and turn it on, we're going to pick up with the third letter. Shortly after them getting the third letter, you're going to get a call and they're going to say to you, "Hi, Mr. Johnson. I got a letter. You put me back in collections. Why? We agreed to a payment plan." Well, yes, we did. Your payment was due on the 3rd, and today's the 9th. And we didn't get it, so I'm sorry. That's the way our system works. Oh, well, let me get my payment back to you. Can you please take me out of collections? Yes, I can, Mr. Johnson. Once the payment is received, we will suspend the account. What did Mr. Johnson learn today? The waste connection is not going away. They expect to get paid. So he's going to make that payment or his credit is in jeopardy again. So that's the beauty of Kinum, and I hope that helps. Don't see any other questions. I'll wait a minute here and see if anybody else is typing. All right. Well, I appreciate your time today. I don't see anything else coming in. Again, this is Kinum's Debt Collection. It's Kinum Inc. My name is Brian Perio. Please feel free to call me again at 916-247-4901. That's my direct line. You need to call my office if you can't get a hold of me, 408-309-8687. Ask for myself or Brenda. And then last but not least, if you want to email me, you could always email me at brian.perio@kinum.com. I'll leave this up for a few minutes at the end here, just in case some of you want to copy that down. Again, I thank you for joining, and hopefully look forward to working with many of you in the near future here at Waste Connections. Thank you, and have a great day, and well, it's only Wednesday, but hopefully a great weekend also. Thank you.